I'm Baris.
And I'm Lily. What's your name?
My name is Dinos.
So what memories did you have from the junior school?
Oh, well, I have wonderful memories from the school, actually. I was here in 1961, so more than half a century ago. And to be honest, all I can remember is really good things, except for once when the headmaster hit me with his cane. I was very unfair, I thought, actually, at the time. And I don't think I'll ever forget that, actually.
What was your favorite thing at school?
My favorite thing? I think, and really may not like this to hear this, I think my favorite thing was maths. We had the most wonderful maths teacher. He was absolutely an inspiration. His name was Mr. Beavis, and he had a big beard, and he used to sing as well, believe it or not, and play the piano. So I found maths really a lovely, lovely subject.
What were the names of your teachers?
There was Mr. Beavis, the mathematician, as I said. There was Mrs. Haginicolau, who, despite the name, was actually English, but she was married to a Greek person, hence the name. And we had Mrs. Floyd, who was French, despite the name, because she was married to an English person. And then we had Mrs. Hawkes, who was actually English, believe it or not, given the name. So I think it was mainly English teachers in those days, actually.
Did you have any technology at school?
Technology? Well, the teachers had chalk and the blackboard, but that was about it. And we had pencil, paper, and the brain. that was the limit of technology. Oh, actually, no, I had a slide rule. Do you know what a slide rule is? It's a funny ruler you can use to multiply numbers with, actually, but I don't think anyone uses them nowadays.
What kind of consequences or punishments did you have?
Ah, that's a good question, actually. Well, it's probably a bit more stricter, perhaps, than now. Basically, if you misbehaved, you had to do detention. So you had to stay in the room for a while by yourself and that sort of thing. If you were still bad, you had to write something 100 times over. And if you're still bad after that and repeated the offence, you got sent to the headmaster's office. And there you got whacked, I'm afraid, actually, with a big ruler on your hands. And it never happened to me, I should say, because I was a good boy. And then if you were even worse than that, you got caned. The headmaster had a long cane, a big stick, and you had to go to assembly, where the school was gathered. And at assembly, you had to turn your bottom to every other student, and you got hit 3 times with a cane. But I think that's probably illegal nowadays, actually.
What were the teams or houses called?
I think they're the same as here, more or less. We only had 3 houses. I think there are now 4. But one of them was Gayford. They were the yellow ones. They were the ones that were really bad at football. Then there was Kenny, they were okay. And there was Stone, the red ones, who were the best at football. But there were only 3. And I think now there's another one called Christopher. Yes. Yes. So, yeah, 3 houses. I think they were called after previous headmasters or previous teachers of the school, actually. Yes, I think so, but I wasn't sure.
Do you know the history of our 4 houses?
Yes, a bit now, because Anastasia, who's sitting over there, told me why the 4th house was named as it was, actually. It was after a governor, actually. And I think I know about the history because there were previous headmasters or teachers here, actually.
If you could change something at school, what would it be?
I would like to have seen students that were Greek learn Greek at the school rather than actually have to learn it at home privately. But I think they do that probably anyway, actually. And I think, do you do history? That's cool. Yeah. I think we did just English history, but Crusades and so on. I think it would be nice if you don't do it now. I think I would have liked to have had a broader sense of the history of the area in which I'm living in, actually, the island. But in those days it was a bit more difficult because Cyprus had just become a republic. So it was a very sensitive sort of subject, I guess, actually.
How did you celebrate the school's birthday?
We didn't. It's the first time I come across it. We didn't at all, actually. Of course, the school was only 18 years old when I came, so maybe he wasn't an adult yet, didn't celebrate birthdays. But no, I don't recall celebrating a birthday. Although I think once a year we have to sing the school hymn. Is it still the same? Is Sursum Corda?
We only sing happy birthday.
Okay. It's Lift Up Your Hearts, but we had to sing it in Latin, hence the Sursum Corda.
How many years before were you at the school?
So it would have been 62 years ago. That's a long time ago, Lily, isn't it?
Was our school a boarding school?
No, I think it was just day students actually. We used to come here by ourselves on bicycles or walking from the, because it was a smaller place then.
How was students' life like?
Really enjoyable actually. I think there's lots of sports and there were lots of woodland around the school. That was nice to get away into actually, and the teachers were nice. But we actually had school in the morning and in the afternoon, so we didn't finish until the afternoon.
Was there anything you didn't like about the school?
I didn't like being hit by a cane. Especially since I didn't think it was my fault actually. It was the fault of the sports master, who didn't let me go until I was too late, so I couldn't get to the class in time. And Mr. Vassiades, the headmaster, thought I was just loitering, so he hit me. And I've had a sense of injustice and grievance ever since then.
What kind of games were you playing?
We used to play football, and of course Stone was the best team. And we used to play some volleyball, and also there's athletics. Believe it or not, you never think to look at me now, but actually I won the 100-yard dash at school in my final year. And we used to also play cricket. Do you play cricket here?
We play rounders.
Well, cricket was difficult because you had to lay a red carpet. There's no grass, so we used to play on a red carpet. But the funny thing about it actually was that the English students were useless at cricket, and the Cypriots were much better. It was not what you'd expect.
If you could change something at the school, what would it be?
I would try and open the school up to people that were perhaps poorer or less wealthy than the people that come here, because it's a very good school, but it's an expensive school, and it'd be nice to give someone else a chance as well.